US and Asian countries are starting to intimidate China. The United States plans to invest in major infrastructure projects around the world as part of a broader G7 program to counter China's Belt and Road Initiative, a senior U.S. official said on Monday, with between 5 and 10 flagship projects announced as soon as January. The Build Back a Better World (B3W) program seeks to counter Chinese influence by offering funding for projects with higher labor standards, focusing on climate considerations and helping disadvantaged groups such as women entrepreneurs.
For years, the U.S.-Japan alliance has been the cornerstone of stability and security in the Indo-Pacific, and it will only get stronger. Through continued engagements and operations, the Japanese Navy and the U.S. Navy.
The United States plans to invest in major infrastructure projects around the world as part of a broader G7 program to counter China's Belt and Road Initiative, a senior U.S. official said on Monday, with between 5 and 10 flagship projects announced as soon as January. The Build Back a Better World (B3W) program seeks to counter Chinese influence by offering funding for projects with higher labor standards, focusing on climate considerations and helping disadvantaged groups such as women entrepreneurs. It is named after President Joe Biden's campaign slogan and was unveiled by the leaders of the world's richest democracies at the G7 summit earlier this year. Biden said he hoped that by engaging the private sector, demanding additional transparency, and offering equity financing instead of the heavy debt financing required by China, the U.S. and other countries could offer a preferred path of development. A U.S. delegation led by Biden's Deputy National Security Advisor, Dalip Singh, last week identified at least 10 promising projects in Senegal and Ghana during a series of listening tours, the official said. Plans could be finalized during the G7 meeting in December. The U.S. delegation also visited Ecuador, Panama and Colombia during a similar tour in early October, with another scheduled to visit Asia before the end of the year, the official said, without naming specific Asian countries. U.S., Japan, Australia touting alternatives to China's coercive debt financing. U.S. will offer developing countries a variety of American financial tools, including equity shares, loan guarantees, political insurance, grants and technical expertise to focus on climate, health, digital technology and gender equality, the official told reporters. The effort seeks to identify flagship projects that could be launched as early as next year, the official said. Singh was joined in Africa by Alexia Latorchu, Deputy Chief Executive of the Millennium Challenge Corp., and Travis Adkins, Deputy Assistant Administrator for Africa at U.S. International Development Finance Corp., said Emily Horn, spokeswoman for the White House National Security Council. Biden sought to advance the initiative during a meeting on the sidelines of the UN climate conference COP26 with European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson and other G7 partners, he added. Administration officials said senior officials in Senegal and Ghana welcomed American assurances that unlike China, the world's biggest creditor, the U.S. would not need a non-disclosure agreement or guarantee agreement that could result in the seizure of a port or airport at a later date. Projects covered include setting up a possible vaccine manufacturing center for West Africa and Senegal, strengthening renewable energy supplies, increasing lending to women-owned businesses, and narrowing the digital divide. When asked about the project during a regular press conference on Tuesday, Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesman Wang Wenbin said there was huge room for infrastructure cooperation. Different initiatives do not offset or replace each other, Wang told reporters. The world needs efforts to build bridges. We need to advance connectivity, not divide.